Hello, beautiful people, and welcome again today. Today we have something really important to discuss. And what is that important thing? The important thing is a strategy. How would you strategize yourself to prepare yourself to give your best, to be the best? What do? You have 6 months in hand. 6 months. To some may seem a very long time, to some may seem a very short time. Whatever your take on it is, but you have 6 months. And in these 6 months, you've got to learn all your subjects. You've got to do them well. आपको सभी subjects को बहुत अच्छे से attempt करना है, बहुत शिद्दत से हर subject के लिए काम करना है. तो अब अंग्रेजी के लिए क्या करें? What do we do for English? It is a heavy subject, we know that. अंग्रेजी भी भारी भरकम है. बहुत से लोग सोचते हैं कि आखिरी 1 महीना, बस 1 महीना हम अंग्रेजी पढ़ेंगे और सब कुछ एकदम समझ में आ जाएगा. तो अंग्रेजी को थोड़ा सा और समय दें तो और भी अच्छे से समझ में आएगी, और भी अच्छे से हो पाएगा. और अच्छे से क्यों? सीधा आसमान में छेद करना है. You've got to go for the stars. You've got to reach the zenith, and that is how you're going to do your English. So we have come up with a very simple strategy to understand, plan, so that you do not burden yourself. In fact, at the end of everything, English will become a cakewalk. Easy peasy, simple. So let's try to simplify it for you. Today, we have come up with a 6-month strategy to ace English language. All your subjects you do in English. How do we do it? Good planning, excellent marks, fabulous performance. Ultimately, what you have to do is write, and we will learn how to write. Your pen is going to do all the magic. But then, you will be the Harry Potter of English. So, let's try to understand how are we going to do it month-wise. You have August and September. August is already running, and a full month in September, which of course, many of you will be having your half-yearly exams as well. But despite all that, we will do something fantastic. We will start with composition writing, which has a hefty 30 marks allocated just to write a composition. And then there are so many kinds of compositions: descriptive, narrative, argumentative, discursive, reflective, stories. You are given 6 different kinds and genres of writing compositions. Which one do you do? Which one do you leave? Which one are you good at? How will you understand and judge that? That is only when you try them, when you attempt them. So for this 1.5 month, we will start with top heavy, and that is 30, composition writing. What are we going to do here? I will be giving you a sample with, and then for another topic to come in, I will give you the guidelines, a flow chart, the planning. And you will find that once you plan your composition, your topic, it is so easy to write on it that probably what seemed to be a mammoth would turn out to be just a little mouse in your hand. And that is what we want to do. We will convert composition writing into something you will enjoy. How? The planning of it. So you will go through the sample, understand it. I will give you the flow charts, and you will be able to write on your own. And there will be more topics to come, provided you register. We will do even more. Then, the next month coming up is October. Again, festivities begin here. With all these festivities and board examinations, which one would you give preference to? I think both. some festivity, and a lot of study. So then coming back to October, we are going to do topics on directed writing. You know what they are. Reports, again 2 types, news reports, magazine reports. Then you have proposals, 2 types, social, business or official. So there are more to come. Now how many marks does this carry? This carries 25 marks. That is a lot. 30 for the first, composition writing, and 25 for this. You can't let this go. And this is so easy. Directed writing, you're getting all the directions. You just have to follow them. I will teach you how to follow them. And then you have got reports, you've got proposals, then you've got speeches. You hear so many of them in school. And then you have reviews. Most of us love films. Some of us love books as well. So you can write your reviews either on a film or on books. And then you can learn how to write your profile or your resume. These are scoring. This kind of lengthy writing is scoring. And it's not even lengthy if you ask me. It's so pointed. And they give you so many cues and clues to do it. It is just on the back of your hand if you practice. Then in November, the month after that, we will take up for comprehension passages. Comprehension passages tend to confuse people. Many get confused. And comprehension passages that generally come for class 12 board examinations are sometimes really very easy, sometimes a bit complicated, and sometimes they seem very complicated. But we will learn how to sort. Sorting is very important, a strategy. We will learn how to sort the passage for correct answers. We will learn to sort words. We will learn to sort sentences. Words will come for a maximum of 3 marks. Sentences will come for 3 marks. Then you've got questions and answers. Each question, 3 questions in all for 2 marks. 6 marks allocated to questions and answers, which can't be underestimated at all. And then, so 6 marks are for your words and sentences, and then you've got 6 marks for your questions and answers, and finally you come down to 8 marks, the summarization, the précis, for the passage that you've learned. So, if you know what are you good at, how to pick it quickly, 6 and 6, 12 marks go nowhere. And then the précis generally is taught by most of the teachers. So just a little bit here and a little bit there, and you've got 8 whole marks in your hands. 12 and 8. It's a big number, 20 marks for comprehension passages, and this too is all very attainable. बहुत आसानी से हो जाएगा. And then we come to December. So what do we do in December? December, because you will be so overloaded with work already by December, all teachers hounding you for extra classes, all teachers hounding you with extra work, this, that, lab work, so many things coming up, and a very small vacation. And the good thing is we have already done the heavy duty stuff in the beginning. We will take December to practice functional grammar. So what do you get in functional grammar? Forms of verbs, transformation of sentences, tenses, active and passive voice. Then you've got prepositions, you've got phrasal verbs, you've got conjunctions, and many, many more, all accumulated. And the marks here too will really matter. They amount to a lot when ultimately it comes there. You get your multiple choice questions from there. So this also is a very important part. We will take it at the end because cover up almost everything that you do in grammar. What do we do in January? Well, January we begin with hardcore revision, and is already written, lots of it. Revision and then guest papers. We've got to do a lot of rehearsals. What are your guest papers? Actually, your guest papers are like your rehearsals. आपने कितना भी अच्छा dialogue याद किया हो, कितने भी अच्छे कपड़े पहने हो, but ultimately when you go there to perform, then you really would perform far better if you have done your grand rehearsals. Your grand rehearsals are your guest papers, and this is invaluable. It holds a lot of weightage. It will really help you sail through. Har jagah taaliyan, 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 taaliyan. That is what you will hear, because you've been able to do the guest papers finally with all the work that you've done. You need to give it some conclusion. And the guest papers are going to be your concluding note. And on this note, before I end it, let me tell you, every day, every bit of it is going to be worth the while. Don't miss this chance. It's going to help you. I wish you all the best. And of course, with 15th of August round the corner, I wish you all the very best for this Independence Day. And may the tricolor bless us all. Happy Independence Day.